Hey everybody, it's me Stacy here at Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com, and it's time for our next Saturday with Stacy YouTube class number 494, counting down to 500 classes. We are almost there, and boy oh boy do I have a big one for 500. No doubt about it. So today what do I have for you? Well, last week was a lot. I'm going to tell you, last week was a lot. There was a lot happening in that class, and I'm so appreciative that you all enjoyed it. My classes are full length and technique based, but they're also commercial free. So the full length doesn't feel as long because there's no stopping for some pesky commercial. No, no, no. We do not monetize our channel here at Scrapbooking Made Simple. We also do not edit our videos, nor do I dub over or voice over, and I am completely unscripted. I have in front of me what I want to show you and want to share with you, but how it comes out, well, you just never know what you're going to get with me. That is for sure. Taylor from Sizzix. Ta-da! It's Taylor. She was watching one of the last YouTubes, maybe on her Make It Monday. Oh, it was on the Make It Monday with those envelope liners, and I was trimming off the envelope liner saying, just give it a little haircut. I get this text like at midnight, a haircut, ha ha ha. You just never know what's gonna come out. It is what it is, and that's half the fun of my YouTube classes and my crafty classes, is that it really is just about enjoying yourself. Even if you don't do this as a hobby, I have followers who just tune in just to get a good laugh. So today I have got the next collection of Simply Defined for you. I'm gonna take you kind of this way, and then I'm gonna take you that way, and then maybe I'll bring you all back and put a nice little bow on the package. But we're actually going to start with a free product. Free. Yes, we're including it as a bonus with the I Want It All for my new Simply Defined dies. And that's where I think I might end up spending most of my time working with the free product. Go figure. But before we get there, let me tell you about Winner Chicken Dinner. That's important. Miss Elena is back, so that means my purple sheets of paper are back. When she was gone visiting family for a while. When she was gone, I was like handwriting them, scribbling them on a piece of paper. It's like, the money still spends. It may not be on a pretty piece of purple paper, but I guarantee you the $25 gift card still spends just as good no matter how I announce it. So let's do Winner Chicken Dinner, and these are from peeps who were 493, and that means that they posted a comment below. If you are joining us during our live chat, you may see us chatting over here about who knows what. It isn't always crafty chat. We have become friends and family on that chat, and we invite you to join in and become part of our friends and family community. And we chat about a lot of different things. Crafting does work its way in there, honestly. But we're all there to support each other and share our good news, and sometimes share our news that you might just need a little pick-me-up. You need a little support, and that's what we're there for. So if you see the live chat going on, that's not where you post your comment. Live chats don't count for a chance to be a winner chicken dinner. You have to look down. I feel like Mrs. Brady looking down. Or did she look up? I think so. He looked down. I think Alice was in the middle and Mrs. Brady looked up. Yeah, I think that's it. If you have no idea what I'm talking about, well, I have just dated myself quite a bit, and that's okay because I was a Brady Bunch fan and I do not apologize for it. Marsha. It is what it is. So you have to post your comment below. There's a place to leave a comment below. And once we approve your comment, because your comments aren't immediately approved, SMS guy James, he goes through and he approves the comments. Some of them he has to report. Some of them I had to call one today and say, really? No. But once they're approved, you go into the running for a winner chicken dinner prize, which is a $25 gift card to Scrapbooking Made Simple. And who doesn't like free money? I mean, SMS gives out free money every week. We pick 2 winners every week. And just as long as your comment is kind, and really kindness, that's a theme for today. Kindness and hope and miracles and faith. That is definitely a theme for today's class. Now, like I said, I did have to call a customer today who posted a comment, and James said, Mom, what do we do about this one? And I said, let me call. And it's always funny when people pick up the phone and I say, hey, it's Stacy from Scrapbooking Made Simple. What they generally hear is it's Scrapbooking Made Simple. They don't necessarily hear or register that it's me. And she was just as kind as can be, and she understood why the comment couldn't be approved. And she said, and Stacy on the YouTube, and I'm like, ma'am, this is Stacy. She's like, ah! It was so cute. But it is what it is, and just keep your comments kind and positive and thoughtful, and as long as we do that for each other, well, gosh, this world's going to be a much better place, isn't it? So post your comments below, keep them kind and thoughtful and considerate, and you will get approved, and you might find yourself one of these winner chicken dinners one Saturday. You just never know. So let's announce our Okay, so I'm dyslexic. For those of you who are just tuning in for the first time, I am dyslexic in a severe form. I'm very dyslexic. So looking at names sometimes can be a lot for me. I've got the first name, but I don't have the last name. I don't even come close. The first name is Manuela Graça? Manuela Graça? Is that you, Manuela? If it is, please forgive me for the butchering of your last name. I'm so sorry. I tried, and I'm sure that I'm not right, but does it really matter, Manuela? Does it? No, because you've won a $25 gift card to Scrapbooking Made Simple. That makes up for everything, right? Our second winner is Elaine. I got the Elaine part. Bedigan? I'm so sorry, Elaine. I really do try. It really is a struggle for me, and I've gotten over being embarrassed about it because, well, I do the best I can, and I give $25 away, so that usually makes it better. Elaine Bedigan. Maybe it's a B. Bedigan? Oh, Elaine. I know. But I also know that you're a winner chicken dinner. So Manuela and Elaine, we have to do the winner chicken dinner dance. I fully expect you to stand up. I would if I could, but I'm my own camera person. Stand up and do it with me. Are you ready? You're a winner chicken dinner. You're a winner chicken dinner. Wahoo! Ka-choo! For you. Congratulations to both of you. Your $25 is already in your online account. Go spend it any way that makes your heart happy, and that will make my heart happy. I love spreading a little bit of happiness here and there, right? It's a good thing. It feels so great when somebody says, oh my gosh, I was a winner and I got something I never would have had before. That is 2 thumbs up. So today what do I have for you? Well, I've got the newest release of Simply Defined, and I want to tell you a little bit about it before we get started. Ozzy Andrew from Couture Creations a few years ago launched these word dies, and I think one of the words was smile and hooray, and I loved them. I'm like, man, these are really good. I had a little bit of design envy, and I waited for him to launch more words because I think there was like 6 of them, and he didn't. And I said, Andrew, what's the deal? Are you doing more or not? He goes, no, we're done with that. And I said, would you mind if I did something kind of similar, sort of, I'll change it up a little bit, but I don't want to just knock you off. I mean, I don't. I had things that I wanted to say, different words in a different font and done slightly differently, but I wouldn't feel comfortable not asking ahead of time, knowing that I got the idea from looking at his product. Inspiration comes from lots of different places, and sometimes the inspiration you get is literally looking at somebody else's product that is in the same kind of category you are. So I never would just go out and copy somebody. That's horrible. But I definitely was inspired by Couture Creations and their word dies. And I want to acknowledge that because that's the right thing to do. This didn't just come to me. No. And I did ask permission first, because if he was going to continue with them, I just assumed buy his. But when he said, no, Couture Creations isn't going to be making any more word dies like that, I said, oh no, there's more things to say. And he said, well, you go ahead and you say them. And I said, okay, thank you. It's important that you acknowledge where you get inspiration from, or when a manufacturer has handed you some help or has given you some help or a hand up. And absolutely, Couture Creations, if they had said no, then I would not have done it. But they said yes, so I took advantage of that and made them mine. I changed them to my aesthetic and picked new words that I felt needed to be said. And well, okay, so I'm gonna tilt on down, and I think I'm gonna show you the words first, just really quickly, because then we're gonna get started with the free gift. I have a free gift with all the I Want It All bundles. So if you buy all 6 words, that brings them down to $9.99 per set for $59.99. And then I have a free gift for you. This free gift came by way of Ellison Sizzix. I paid for the free gift, but I bought it at such a smoking hot, oh my gosh, price that I can afford to give it to you if you get the I Want It All bundle. Now, if you just love 1 or 2 words, that's perfectly fine. They're just $13.99 each, which is still a smoking hot deal. But if you love all 6 words, you're gonna get the embossing folder from Sizzix. And I have a feeling, hold please, I've been waiting for an answer. Let's see if I've got it. Wait. Okay, so I have an answer where the embossing folder came from, because I thought it was Hobby Lobby. It was available in the United Kingdom, probably early 2018. It didn't ever hit the United States. So this is a global launch on a free gift, or no, a US launch on a free gift. Okay, that works too. So the free gift I have for you never hit the US, but it wasn't at Hobby Lobby. I just checked. I thought maybe it was a Hobby Lobby. All right, so I'm gonna spend quite a bit of time with that free gift, and then we'll move on to my words, but you'll understand why I'm doing what I'm doing as I do it. All right, you guys, are you ready to tilt down for today? I think so too. I'm gonna show you some samples, and then we're gonna get started. And again, thank you, Couture Creations. Thank you for saying, yeah, we're not gonna do anymore. And if you want to expand upon them, you do them your way, and we will support that. I really appreciate it. All right, down we go. That's what being good partners is about. That's what doing right means. When you take somebody else into consideration and ask. It's not hard to ask. So here's my word hope. This card was done by SMS girl Belinda. And I'm going to put it over there. And then this one is Miracle. And it says, believe in miracles. Now you can chop the S off if you just want the word miracle. You can. But this one was done by SMS girl Claire. And the last sample I have for you is wishing you happiness always. And this was done by SMS girl Doris. So what I have is 6 words. Again, more inspirational words than smile and hello and thank you and just a note. A little more inspirational than those. I've got the word faith, but it's more than the word faith. It's faith, large. You get a large faith. You get a small faith. So each word is in 2 sizes. And then I've put words to go with so you can make entire sentiments. Let's see. Gosh, they're small for me to read. With faith, all things are possible. Oh, Stacy Park. And I should know these. It's good to have faith. Maybe I'll just grab, you know what? I can do it from here easier. Here we go. How about miracles? We'll start with miracle. There's the miracle. There's the small one. And the word happens. So we've got miracles happen. And where there's faith, there's miracles. Miracles happen every day. Believe in miracles. All the little words to go with it. And there's the big one, there's the small miracle, and then there's the happens, and then all the other sentiments. Then we have faith. Yay for faith. So a big faith and a small faith, both with shadows. Faith over fear, with faith, all things are possible. Let go and have faith. It takes faith, trust, and pixie dust. So we've got faith with a bunch of different sentiments that can go with it. Yes, this is easier for me to see. Then we have hope. Hope you have a wonderful day. Hope things get better soon. Hold on to hope. Choose hope. So you've got hope in 2 sizes and then the choose. And then you've got all the little sentiments to go with it. And then I have kindness. Kindness matters. Thank you for your kindness. Sprinkle kindness everywhere. Kindness always wins. So I have kindness in 2 sizes. Then I've got kindness matters, and then all the words to go with it. And then the last 2, happiness. Enjoy your happiness. Happiness comes within. Happiness is knowing you, wishing you happiness. Find happiness. So happiness in 2 sizes, and then the find, and then all the words to go with it. And last but not least, trust. Love is trust. Trust you are enough. Trust in yourself. Trust in God. So those are my 6 words, and those are the storyboards. I'm sure I'll show them later. See, these are really small for me to read, and I did these so long ago because we have to manufacture quite a while ago. So that is the six words that I will be playing with. But where we're going to start today is with the free gift. And this is a textured impression embossing folder. Apparently it was released in the United Kingdom, but not the US. It retails for $5. You're going to get it free if you do the I Want It All. And I'm going to start here. I'm going to work with the embossing folder to kind of show people who have never seen an embossing folder before what it does. And I'm just going to grab a piece of white paper just to give a quick, just so those who have never seen an embossing folder before can see what it does. Now it's a piece of molded plastic. They last forever. They're readily available in all different kinds of designs. In fact, on Monday, I think I have a Make It Monday that has some embossing folders in it. You put your paper in between and sandwich it. You do have to have a die cutting machine of some sort. We have the Sizzix Big Shot machine, and that's what I'm going to use with it. I'll go back just a little bit. And the sandwich is pretty simple. You have your base plate. You you have a cut plate or a do not cut plate, it doesn't make a difference because an embossing folder has no edges to cut into. Another do not cut plate, top plate over the top, and then you just send it on through. And there's a roller here in this machine that's going to apply enough pressure to force an embossing on the paper. They're affordable, they last a lifetime. There's a million and one things you can do with embossing folders. They're one of the most economical tools that there is. And here it is. And you can see how it's embossed the paper. And a little bit easier way to see it is if I just add a little bit of ink, just not necessarily the color that I would use, but if I want to bring it up to see that embossing a little bit better, I just add a little bit of ink over the top of it, and my ink pad is only hitting where that embossing folder is raised. And now you can really see that embossing come up. So this is your free gift. But I'm going to use this to make a whole bunch of backgrounds so then we can play with the dies. But I need to put the dies on something. So I thought, well, we'll just make some pretty backgrounds and do that. But I don't want to just be blah about the backgrounds. I want to teach you something at the same time. So going back to what we did last week where we were playing with foil plates from Spellbinders, and we were using their foil plates in a new and different way that maybe you hadn't thought about it before. This time I'm going to be playing with some paper from Hunky Dory. I've got a couple different paper pads here. Was it Perfect Poppies? And this is the Duo Designs, which means that there's actually two different paper pads in here, front and back, and it's beautiful. And this is also Duo Designs. So I think I will start with maybe the Duo Designs. Now Hunky Dory paper, this is an 8x8, and there's a couple different kinds. This has very much a feel like a magazine, very glossy. It doesn't have a high gloss on it, but it certainly isn't a matte paper. I think this one might be matte paper. So this one's just regular standard cardstock. Doesn't have that feel like textured or coated or anything like that, and it doesn't have any kind of sheen to it. This one absolutely does. And when you feel it, you'll know. And in fact, when you open it, you might even know from the smell. So it's got patterns on one side and a musical print on kind of a grungy on the other side. So patterns on one side, kind of a grungy on the other, making it what they call a duo pad. Playing with this paper, because it is kind of that slick magazine type of paper. Which one do I want to do? Ooh, that's beautiful. Because it's that slick type of paper. Oh, I better choose one. Let's choose this one too. So because it's a slick type of paper, you have to treat it a little differently when you're using embossing folders. And that's why I pulled two, because I want you to see. I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take my embossing folder. The name of it is Embossing Folder. Well, that's good to know. Okay, botanicals. There we go. I'm going to go ahead and cut it down, and I'm going to send it on through. Now, depending upon what paper you want on your finished project, that would decide what paper goes face up in your embossing folder. Many embossing folders are indexed, which means they have the printed on the front so you can see what the pattern looks like, and they also have the name of the company that made them. This one is by Sizzix. That tells you that this is the face up side. And if I want this to be the paper that I see on my finished project, then this is the paper I want facing up. If I want to see this paper on my finished project, then this is the paper that I would go face up. So I'm going to go ahead and run it through here. I wonder if it'll be easier for you to see it if I do it this way. Okay, let's get it in there and close it up. All right, I'm going to do it this way just because I think it'll be easier for you to see the problem that I'm going to have happen. I'm going to bring over my Big Shot machine. I've got my base platform that comes with the machine. I've got my cut plate that comes with the machine. You get two that are clear. They're eventually not going to be clear anymore because you'll be cutting into it with dies, but embossing folders don't have anything that cut into it. So I'm just going to lay it flat and send it on through. It's a very easy roll. If you have a switch machine or a Plus or a Pro or a Vagabond, it's still going to be a very simple roll, and your sandwich is going to be exactly the same. And I'm just going to send it back because I have to pull it back out anyway. And let's see what we've got. Okay, so yeah, I think you can see it pretty good here. Where on my cardstock, it embossed beautifully. On the paper that I have here, because the paper is the way it is, it cracks. So it cracks through, and you can see the cracks coming through. The embossing folder doesn't have any sharp edges to it, but it is molded plastic. So of course those little edges might be a little sharper than normal. Not that you would cut yourself, because you won't, but on paper that is kind of like a heavy magazine stock, it is going to cut through, no doubt about it. But that leaves us the back side, because when I've embossed, the cuts tend to come through the top because this is now the top. Let's take that second piece of paper and let's do it again. So this time, I know that the technique I'm going to do, I want to see this on my finished sample, on my finished card, my layout, my altered art, my mixed media, my junk journal, whatever it is you're doing. This is the side that I want to use. So I'm going to flip it over. You're like, wait a minute, you just said the side you want to use is the side that should be facing up. I know, but I'm going to use the debossed side over the embossed side, because my embossed side is going to show the cracks and my debossed side will not. Wait, let's get there. I'm going to run this one on through. You're like, she already lost me. We'll catch up. Don't worry. When you see, it's a visual thing. So trust me. See, trust. I have the word trust. It will not take a miracle for you to be able to do that. I have the word miracle, and it'll be nothing but happiness once you do it the first time and you see how easy it is. Okay. So again, I've pulled it out. Now, some of you may be saying, well, why don't you spray? Use some water and mist your paper. Psh, 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 psh. Because misting helps the fibers in the paper loosen up a little bit and will stop that cracking. This is not that paper. Because it's a coated paper, because it's got that kind of semi-gloss finish to it, the misting doesn't help because it doesn't sink in quite the way it would on cardstock to help those fibers kind of loosen up. So misting this isn't going to make much of a difference. All right, so now I have got 2 of them. They're pretty. I suppose if I wanted to, I could ink a little bit because, well, even though it's got a pattern here, but that's really not where I want to go. Yeah, that's really not where I want to go. I want to hide this paper because I want to see this side. And I want to hide this paper because I want to see this side. Let's see what happens when I now ink up the back side. I'm using StazOn because I am working with a glossy type paper. So a dye-based ink is not necessarily its friend. Now look at what I've got. That's far different than this. This kind of hard to see what it is, but flip it over and do the deboss side. See, we did this with foil plates last week, but I want you to know you can do it with an embossing folder too. Anything that gives you a debossed side. And then we cut off all the noise. I call this stuff around here the noise because it's a distraction. It doesn't allow you to focus in on the pretty. So let's just cut off the yuck. And let's focus in on the pretty. Now my StazOn is dry. And look at that. So I went, let's grab that. I took this and made it that. Big difference, but I can still see my musical notes coming through it. It's got kind of a modeling of color because it's aged and distressed, printed that way. Very pretty. Let's take it and do the back side of this one because we're not crazy about the front side, right? Meh. But the back side. The back side, let's see what we get on this one. Where my pad isn't quite hitting all the way to the paper, I'm just going in there and adding a little bit of the black just to fill in that color. I like the midi size because I can hit in there and get that color in there without it making a mess. Now look at the difference. Remember, we started with this, and look at what we ended up with. I wasn't crazy about the front side, but I sure do like the back side. And remember, because it is, anytime you have that paper that feels almost like a magazine, it's going to behave differently than cardstock. And you might find that it cracks, and hitting it with water isn't going to help because it's going to have a hard time having that water absorb through the coating that's on the paper. Does that mean you can't make pretty things with it? Heavens no. Well, the paper's pretty all by itself. I mean, the paper really is beautiful all by itself. but I think that these are gorgeous. And you wouldn't be able to get this using black paper because black paper doesn't have color underneath it. You can't sand it to this, no. So we just took a pretty patterned paper, all over patterned with the music notes, ran it through our embossing folder, and we used the debossed side. So here is the embossed side, and you can see the pad hit the high notes of that embossing folder. Everything that was raised up is what the pad hit. Where here, the pad hit everything, or didn't hit anything that was down below. It still hit only what was on the top. And because that image was pushed down in, because here's the embossed side, the ink pad ignored the entire pattern and just hit the background. Embossed and debossed. They're beautiful. They do beautiful things. Let's do one more. And then you're going to say, how are you going to clean up that desk of yours, Stacy? Oh, don't worry. I promise I will. But let's do one more. So I might keep those papers because the girls would like to use them. Ooh, let's play here. Let's play here. This is also a duo design from Hunky Dory. Yum. Okay, some of this is just absolutely gorgeous, but this also has that feel. Gosh, this is pretty. I don't know what I like. Oh, maybe we do this one. Maybe we do this one. Let's do two of these and see what we get. Doing the same thing. We're going to wash, rinse, and repeat. So I'm going to cut my embossing, my paper down to fit my embossing folder, leaving a little bit of extra on the side. This is an A6 embossing folder, so it is a little bit different than an A2, but all the Sizzix card bases are A6. Their cards and envelopes are A6 because Sizzix is a global company and A6 is recognized pretty much worldwide. Now, do I want to see this on my finished project or do I want to see this on my finished project? I'm going to try this and we're going to see what we get. And because it's that magazine coated paper, I know that it may crack, but I'm going to be okay because those cracks are going to be on this side. You're not going to see them from the bottom because as the paper is being pushed up into the embossing folder, it cracks on the top. So let's just give it a whirl and see what we can get. Do you think we should try both of them at the same time? It's pretty thin paper. Do we dare? Why not? You gotta live a little in life, don't you? SMS girl Mary Lynn's, she believes in having dessert first because you just never know what's gonna happen. That's her living a little in life. She starts with dessert and then if she's still there after dessert, well then bring on the entree. Okay, so I want this one also. I don't know, we'll have to see if we like it or not. So I put two of them in at the same time because it's very thin paper. Thinner than cardstock, heavier than a basic sheet from a magazine. Does it say the weight? I bet it must. You get 100, it's 48 pages, 150 GSM. So you have 12 different designs, 4 of each. They're pretty paper. I love the paper. I didn't know when I was buying it that it had that magazine coating finish on it. So I thought, how are we going to work with this? But where there's a will and a crafter, there's a way. All right, so I did both of them at the same time. Oh yeah, see here you can see. Can you see where it's cracked through? But it cracked through up. You won't notice the cracks on the back side, but you can't even see. Can't even see the embossing. Here you can see it, but on the back side, because the pattern it's almost impossible to see it. So let's grab and let's see what we get. And you can use any color of Stays On or Stays in Place from Ozzy Andrew. A permanent based ink, not a pigment based, a permanent based ink. Archival would also work. You need something that's going to dry on that glossy paper. So we're looking at a permanent ink. I'm just going all the way around. And my pad is hitting the top points. See, I've got a little bit of a space there that I want to cover. So I'm just going to go in with a corner. If you have a finger dauber and would rather do that, it's up to you. I'm a fly by the seat of my pants kind of girl and just get it done. And there we go. It changes the whole look of the paper. Not that there was anything wrong with this. This is absolutely beautiful. In fact, you could now take that and map that around there. Let me cut this out. I could almost come back I'd have to put something between it because it's too close. But you could almost come back and use this as a mat if you wanted. But look at the difference. So pretty. All right, let's do the last one. So on this side, this is what I get. And you may love that. That might be what you're going for. I'm going to run it through one more time just so we can show apples to apples. Let me see if I've got another sheet of this. Why, yes, I do. So I'm going to keep this one this way so we can go apples to apples. And we'll cut one more, we'll roll one more. And I'm still working with the free gift. All right, let's bring this on over. And I want that tufted side. I love that tufted. I want that. So we'll roll it on through. Send it on through. Yep, crack, 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 crack. Crack, 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 crack. But have no fear, the backside is here. So I like to fill in all the spaces with as much black as I can because it really makes the design absolutely pop. If you try this with a dye-based ink, you're going to find that the dye-based ink is going to want to wipe off. And you can use any color. Stays on, stays in place. Archival should work. All right, so let's cut off the noise on both of them. This one's dry. It will take a second for your StazOn to dry because it's not being absorbed into the paper. It's sitting on top of the paper. And then my back side. So you have options. Knowing what kind of paper you have will help understand how best to use your tools. With normal cardstock, you can go front, back, upside down, however you want to get it done. But with paper that has that coating on it and feels more like magazine paper, you have to know it's going to crack. So, I don't know, which one do you like better? Good news is you get to have both. See, I love this. I think this is just striking. This is pretty, and you may say, oh, I love that one more. Everybody has an opinion, absolutely. I happen to like these better. I think that they're just striking. But that's not the only thing to do with this embossing folder. Okay, my hands have started to get inky, and I do need to clean up my little craft mat here. Now this is a simply defined, refined craft mat. That means it's manufactured by me. It is a non-slip here and non-stick here. So this isn't taped down. This is on my desk, and because it has a silicone backing, it does not move. I was the first one in the industry to come up with this, and I think I've been knocked off, but that's okay. You know what? Like I said, inspiration comes everywhere. So all I have to do, this is an alcohol-based product here, my StazOn. It is a permanent type of ink, like a Bic marker or a Sharpie marker. So all I have to do is add a little bit of hand sanitizer, and it's gonna wipe right off. And my mat's not moving around while I'm doing that. There we go. People think that this is a craft mat that was manufactured by another manufacturer, and it's not. This isn't the Ranger craft mat. This is the Scrapbooking Made Simple craft mat that doesn't move when you lay it down. But it picks right up and then back down and picks right up and back down. And I manufactured it because at the time nobody else had it and I wanted it. And I couldn't find it, so I made it. All right, moving on. I'm going to stick with my free embossing folder, and I think I'm going to move over to some vinyl sheets. So I have brought back in our vinyl sheets that come from, is it the Netherlands, Denmark? I always forget which country they're in. I want to say Denmark, Netherlands. So beautiful vinyl sheets. And we have one, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Isn't that pretty? 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 colors. 14 beautiful colors. And there's 2 sheets in each pack. These are super, super affordable. They're $1.50 a pack, and you get 2 sheets, and it's self-adhesive. Super affordable. I think we're doing the I Want It All for $19.99, and that gets you one of every color. Look at that. Doesn't that just scream yummy? I'm going to use these today with an embossing folder and with my dies. So we'll give it a try. I haven't played with this, so we're gonna fly by the seat of our pants and see what happens. What colors do we want to start with? Decisions. Well, let's just emboss one first. Let's just emboss it just so you can see how to make it work. And then I do have, that's one, I Want It All. And then I do also have the white, the black, the matte as opposed to shiny in the silver and the matte in the gold. And that's another I want it all. But let's just play with this. Do we want to do, maybe we, I know, it's horrible. They have so many decisions. Maybe I play with the pink. So let's open it up and pull it out. And again, there's 2 sheets in every pack. And it's just vinyl. If you have ever used peel-offs before, normally the peel-offs are die cut in this and you pull the outline sticker out. But this is vinyl ready for you to die cut and make your own peel-offs or to use on your embossing folders. It's beautiful. Yes, you can use it with your Cricut, your die cutting machine, steel rule dies, wafer dies, you name it. It's just very useful product. I'm going to take paper that I don't necessarily love. So I went into the back, into the archives of Scrapbooking Made Simple, and I found this way in the back, tucked away. We have a couple packs of it. Ozzy Andrew, Couture Creations, probably sent this to me maybe 10 years ago, saying, here, take a look, see what you think. And I probably said, I don't think. Not so sure. Some sheets are very pretty. Others, not so sure what to do with that. So this is what I'm going to play with because I want you to know that these sheets of vinyl are opaque. So I would not use my good white paper or black cardstock. I would use something that I just don't like at all because once you cover it up, nobody's going to see it at all. So it is self-adhesive, so I need to get it started. And I think I'm going to just kind of pull down and crease a little bit. I'm going to cut this down so I don't have so much of it. All right, well, that'll work. I'm going to put my vinyl right down. In fact, I could even go all the way to the top because nobody's going to see it. And then I'm going to pull and there it is. Down. Pretty simple, right? Nobody has to know what was underneath it. And then I can put it through my embossing folder. We'll do a couple of these. Hello, embossing folder. Where did you go? There you are. I'm just going to do a couple of these. I'm not going to throw this one away. Maybe we'll die cut a word out of it or something. But maybe we'll use that a little bit later. So I'm going to do it so that my pink is face up. I don't want this to be face up. I want my pink to be face up. And I'm going to send it right on through. For those of you who do not have a foiling machine, this is a very easy way to get something that looks very similar and affordable. Send it on through. Still a very easy roll. Embossing folders always are. This is not a 3D embossing folder. And look at how pretty is that. It's lovely. Shiny and happy. It looks like foil. Cost $1.50 for 2 sheets. And I used yucky paper that nobody needs to know about, except for that little piece right there. There. And I'm ready to go. And I can use this as a background onto my card base, and I could mat with it. I could do whatever it is that I'm looking to work with. Altered art, mixed media. You're making invitations for somebody, you're making place cards for something. You have options with this. So the vinyl is very simple to work with. Let's pull another color. That's pretty. And 2 sheets are inside, if I can get them out. Clingy. Okay, there we go. Gosh, and they even show it with a Big Shot machine on there. Look at that. Doesn't that make your heart happy, Ellison? Doesn't that make your heart happy? This is a company that doesn't sell die cutting or anything. They sell peel-offs and foil or vinyl sheets. Let's grab it, or do we want to just, do you think that's big enough? I don't know if I left myself enough room. I should have done it the other way. Can I go this way with it? Oh, I can't go that way with it either, but let's just pull out another piece of yucky paper. Okay, we'll do this one. And pull it back. Give yourself a little bit of a hand hold down here. Crease it back. I'm going to trim this down a little bit. We all have yucky paper. We bought it when we thought we loved it, and then 2 years later we can't remember why we have it and we don't love it anymore. Or we got a paper pad and we loved 80% of what was in it, but not the rest of it. This is the opportunity to use that. And bam. Now what happens if I had, I'm going to put that aside. What happens if I had made a mistake? Let's just take this one. What happens if and let's grab another color. Let's see, which green do I like? I'll do one in green. Is that too green? Yeah, maybe this green. What happens if I foil it down, or I put it down and I get a few little bubbles in it? So I've got this one that I can work with. And I'm going to cut this. So this is why you want to use yucky paper. You don't matter how much, really doesn't make a difference how much you use. You weren't using it anyway. This now gives you an opportunity to get rid of some of that. I got both. Let's open it up. And I'm going to try and make a mistake. Oh, that's not it. There we go. Fold it on down. And what happens if I accidentally maybe get a bubble in there maybe? I'm trying. Still don't know if I've got one in there. No? Okay, let me just pull it off. And try and get some sort of a bubble in there. Ha! A bubble. So it does give you time to pull up and fix. Okay, you do have a little bit of an opportunity to pull up and fix. And here it's kind of, there, that's good. It's kind of wrinkly, crinkly. There, that's perfect. Zoop, zoop. I'm just gonna take it, and I've got a crease right there, but I'm not gonna worry about it. In fact, that'll be the piece that I use. So I've got my piece that's got my little crease in it that I made a mistake. I'm not gonna try and fix it. I'm just gonna go for it. Maybe I want this one to be upside down. How about we do that, this one? No, we'll go upside down on the other one. Okay, so let's send it on through. And I'm still working with the free gift. It looks good. Very hard to tell where your little crease line is. Absolutely. It almost disappears. But let's do this one. It really does. It's very forgiving. You have to know that it's just very, very, very forgiving. Let's do this one. And I'm going to do this one backwards. So I want to have the debossed side. I'm just cutting this down for reference, and I would not throw these away. No, no, no. We'll try and come back and see if I can cut some words out of them when we get to the words. So I don't want it to look like this or this. I'm going to flip it around and do the debossed side. Are you looking at embossing folders maybe a little differently than before? Good, because wait till Monday. I've got a whole mess of them for you. Okay, so here's my embossed side. Now that doesn't look half bad on that paper, but I care about this side. And it's debossed. Now I can do the same thing I did before. And just hit it. With my inks, because I'm working on a non-porous surface, I'm working on vinyl, I have to use a permanent, not pigment, a permanent ink. So stays on, does what it says. It stays on. Let's get rid of all the yucky around it. In fact, I'll do this one on the top. So I'll have 1, 2, 3. So this is the embossed side. embossed side. Cut it off. All done with this inexpensive vinyl that all of a sudden makes you look like a rock star without having a foiling machine. Not that there's anything wrong with a foiling machine, there isn't. But if you've got embossing folders, you certainly want to get the most out of them. And the vinyl by JEJE, JEJE, I finally found out that that stood for the initials of the owners. I think it might have been the parents and the children, who the children are now fully grown adults. But so we have the debossed, we have the embossed, or we just have the straight non-inked, all on paper that you may not have wanted to use. Okay, I'm gonna put those there. Let's wipe down my table. And move on. Now, before we step away from the embossing folders, the last thing I want to show you is what happens if you are using a piece of paper that you're not overly crazy about. Can you hide the paper? Yeah, you can hide the paper. I don't know, what do we think? Maybe this one? It's a little busy. Let's cut a piece. And I'm going to want to do the debossed side. Well, I've got enough to do both. I'll do both. Let's run it on through so we have apples to apples. This is going to be my embossed side. Send it on through. Bring it on back. And then let's do a wash, rinse, and repeat. Only this time I'm going to flip the paper. So I did the first one with this face up. This time I'm going to flip it and have the moss green face up. That way I can do an emboss and a deboss and show you the difference. Now this is more cardstock, so it's not cracking through like the Hunky Dory did that had that more magazine type of feel paper. Not that either one is better or worse than the other. I absolutely love this collection. I do. It's absolutely beautiful. And I love the floral. The music note paper is amazing, but you've got both sides. Gosh, and I didn't even use the poppy, and the poppy has matching vellum to go with it, but my gosh, the colors are just gorgeous. So let's run it on through. This is the paper I'm not crazy about. Bring it on back. So I've got my debossed and my embossed, and we can see the difference once I start to ink. And because this is cardstock, I could have used a dye-based ink. I don't have to use StazOn because it will absolutely seep in. So there's one side. And here's my other. And then it becomes up to you which you prefer. But I used paper that, well, I used this sheet here. But what I've got now that it's done, that paper is completely masked. You don't see it at all. So don't be afraid to try paper that you don't love, love, love. If you own it, give it the opportunity. You're not going to use it anyway. So if you do it and you don't like it, it's not the end of the world. You were letting it sit there. You couldn't throw it away because you paid for it, but you can't use it because you're not thrilled about it. Here you have the opportunity to see, can you make something else with it? And if you do have beautiful paper that you love, see, look it even though this is dry, because it's on that paper, that shiny kind of glossy paper, it retains that. And I love this paper. And I love this paper. I do. And I love the foils. It's all about having different ways to use the same tool and utilizing what you may already have in your crafty stash that you're not using because you're not in love with it. You can do this. And this was all done with just one embossing folder, but I have completely different looks. Foil, emboss, deboss. 3 completely different looks, yet the same embossing folder. Right? I've got an emboss, a deboss, totally different looks, but with the same embossing folder. So play. Give yourself a chance to play. And now that I have made oodles of backgrounds for me to play with, yay, I can move on and away from the free gift and move into the dies, the word dies. You're like, well, it's about time. No. You have to start at the very beginning. And again, we only have enough of the embossing folders to go with the I Want It All. I don't have enough to sell open stock. I am super, super sorry. I have enough to go with the I Want It All bundle. So if you do get it, you're going to get the embossing folder for free. If it turns out that we have extras after the fact, then we'll put them online and sell them to you for a song. But until then, I have to wait. I have to wait and see how many people are going to get the I Want It Alls, and I have to live up to my commitment to them. All right, next, let's grab some of that yucky paper again. Yucky paper. And no, I don't have this to sell. I really found it I really found it way in the back. And what colors do I want to do? Let's do that pretty. That was really pretty. And maybe we grab a black. I don't know, maybe a black. Yeah, well, maybe not a black. Maybe a matte gold. Yeah, let's do those two. I'll put those two down. I have to do a black. We have to. And so a black and that one. And I think I used this one. So I'll do those. Let's put these 4 down. And then maybe I'll grab a few more colors. Maybe something bright. So I'm going to open it up, peel it back, bend it down. Gives me a little bit of a hand hold. Line it up over here. And then slowly peel back. And bam, done. Let's do, this is a matte gold. Same thing. Kind of peel back and bend, like a bend and snap. Because when you bend it back, it snaps forward. If you love Legally Blonde, then you know what the bend and snap is. And, oh, I'm slightly crooked. Oh yeah, am I crooked? Am I gonna get it back up? And I'm gonna try again. Maybe I get it closer to, maybe I get it closer. Ooh, that's a big bend. Let's get it closer. I'm still crooked, but I'm not as bad. See, you saw me fix it. Otherwise, I'm gonna be way off. Let's trim these out. Nobody has to know what was underneath them. In fact, when you get these, you may just want to take them and put them onto cardstock from the get-go. Just take them and find your yuck and just let them be on the, and just save them on the cardstock. That way you're ready to go. When you're ready to die cut, they're ready to die cut. And walk it on down. Bam. Oh. And walk it on down. Come on. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to do 2 more. think I'll do the high gloss or the shiny gold. And maybe I don't think it'll match anything we have, but oh, like maybe, no, I don't know. What do I got over here? What can we match that with? Oh, maybe. Maybe. I think I'm gonna go with this one. So I'll do 2 more and then we'll start die cutting. You're like, couldn't you have had this prepped? No, that's the whole point. They're not edited and not scripted, and you just never know what we're gonna get until we get there. And 2 sheets in every package. So your $1.50 really does go quite a long way. There's not much you can get in the crafting industry these days for $1.50. All right. Last time. We'll do these 2 and move along. Bend and snap. Put it down. Oh wow, I'm way crooked. Nope, I don't know if that one's gonna come up. All right. Got a little crease in it. Came right out. And my last one. All right, now I think we have enough to play. All right, so I started this one a little bit down because this one was a little too far over. But nobody needs to know what's underneath the paper or what's underneath the vinyl. All right, you ready to die cut some words? Me too. What do we want to start with? So we have miracles, we have hope, we have kindness, we have trust, we have happiness, and we have faith. How about we start maybe with faith? And I'm just going to cut the main words. I'm not going to do all of the little sentiments as well, but I want you to see how easy it is to use these. So I've got 2 dies, one that cuts the main and one that cuts the shadow. You can use the main die without the shadow. You don't have to use it, but it's always nice to have that option. Let's put these back. And I think I'm going to do this one. So I'm going to cut the main word, the faith. I think I'm going to do that out of my black. I don't need very much. Have a whole sheet. I'm just going to trim it off right there. And I'm going to send it on through. I suppose I could both at the same time since they're small. Let's go ahead and let's take the shadow. Just a little bit of a diagonal, I think. We'll do both of them at the same time because they're both going to fit on my platform without a problem. So I've got the background and I've got the shadow. Now I'm not using a precision base plate. We'll see what happens if it pops out or if I need to use a precision base plate with my more intricate die. I'm going to send it on through. Oh, no, I'm not. I can tell you right away, look at how easy that rolls through. I'm missing something. I'm missing my solo shim. So to cut wafer dies, I need to put back my solo shim that comes with my Big Shot machine. So here's my base platform, and I was using this with my 2 cutting pads to do all my embossing folder, but it's not thick enough to do my wafer dies. I need to add this back in. You saw that my dies just slid right under the roller. I need to add that extra thickness. And I know it's very small, and you would think, how can something that thin make a difference? Oh, it makes a world of difference. But I got sticky all over me. Okay, let's see if that's enough of it off. So I'm going to put my cut plate down because now I am cutting into something, and that is important. What did I say? I was going to do this one out of this one, right? And Faith out of my black. And send them both through at the same time. I'm not using magnetic platform. I'm just lining them up and sending them on through. Oh, you hear that? Creaks and cracks are A-okay. That just means your die is cutting. As long as you're able to roll it through. I don't even know if I'm going to rotate. I'll send it back. We'll see what we get. Because I am asking the die to go through vinyl and through a piece of paper. Well, that one, easy peasy. Now, doesn't that look like you foiled something? And let's get the Faith. And let's have a little faith, shall we? Look at that. Not a problem at all. And then I marry the two. And I have Faith. Pretty. Pretty. So let's put it on down. You could even save this and put the little pieces back in. Let's put it on down. So I'm going to grab some sticky dots. These are sticky dots. I was the first one to come out with them. Now they're more readily available. This is a sheet. There's hundreds of thousands of dots on here. And it is meant for intricate types of die cutting. So you put it down, close it up, give a nice press, and the dots that are underneath the word Faith are going to adhere to the word Faith, letting me attach it here. No glue, no mess, no tape. It's just easy. Remember, yucky paper on the back. You get 10 sheets per pack for $10.99. Line it up. You have time to move it if you need to. Bring it on over. Now I could sticky dot this if I wanted. If I wanted to sticky dot this to the back, just open it back up, put it down, give a good rub, and anywhere you don't have the word, those dots are going to remain if you haven't already used them. I know another big manufacturer, huge company, just came out with something very similar. So I take it as a compliment. And now let's pull some paper over. What do I have? No, definitely not. No. No. Keep looking. No, that's not so bad. That might be a winner chicken dinner. That's not so bad either. That might be a winner chicken dinner. So this is Sizzix cardstock. I've got the botanical and the eclectic pack. The eclectic pack is stunning. So what if I did, do I want to do both? Do I like it with both? No, I think I like it with the lighter. So let's just mat this just so we have one that's done. Grab my Stacy tape. Put it down. You would do a better job of taping than I am. I'm just trying to get it on there. And this is that magazine type paper. So let's put this here, line it up there. Cut it out here. And then just because I can, let's put a super thin black mat around. Just because, or you could make it a really wide, no, I like it super thin. Just to finish it off and tie everything together. Okay. Line it on up. And trim it on out. You all would probably use a trimmer. I just freehand it. Look at how pretty is that. And it looks like you used mirror paper or foil to do that. And who knew that this is the back side? I love the music note paper because it's got that grungy look to it. And just like that, you've created something. It is simple. Let's do another. Let's cut some more words. Okay, so we cut faith. Let's see. How about we do this? I think I did some green. Didn't I do some green? No, green. Okay, well then we'll move here because I did do that pink. But what if I really wanted to pop? Okay. We have to do 2 more colors. You're like, are you kidding me right now? No, I am not. That's why I say maybe when you get it, you just do all the colors. And that way you've got them. Oh, that's a killer blue. That's a killer blue, right? That's an amazing, both of the blues. Which blue? That one or this one? I don't know. We'll go with this one. If we don't like it, I have more yucky paper. Killer blue. Come on. Of course, I bet that would look good with the purple too. Okay, I'm going to open the purple too. See, my indecisiveness. You give me too many choices and, well, I want to play with them all. Can I get that on there? Ooh, by a hair of a chinny chin chin. But that's, we'll make it work. Go back. Bend and snap. I think I'm going to go this way because I've got a little bit more room. Oh my gosh, these colors are beautiful. All right, so I'm going to do this one. And let's cut these out. And let's find what word. Now I've got oodles of colors to play with. Did we want happiness? Kindness? Hope? Miracle? How about happiness? Because these are happy colors. And I'm still using the big one. I still have a small happiness. And this one has, I could do the find. So maybe we do the background in the purple. Background in the purple and the main one in the pink. And the purple and the main one in the pink. And maybe we'll do, so let's roll these through first, and then maybe we'll turn it around and do a couple different colors. You're like, hey, what happened to the blue? Well, I'll do the blue too, just so then we can decide together. We make a decision together what we like. So I've got my happiness and my happiness. Send it on through. Creaks and cracks are good, not a problem. It just means it's cutting. Not on my bottom. Nope. So my happiness did not cut all the way through on the bottom. Let's see if my, oh yeah, easy peasy, that one's no problem. So what do I want to do? Do I want to try and reline it up and try again? Do I want to just click it right back into place and try again? Maybe rotate it this time? It can't hurt to try at this point. I don't want to sit there and fussy cut it out. I can do my blue one at the same time now. So there's no editing. So you see everything that happens as I do it. Sometimes they just, you know, that's a lot of definition in there, and I didn't use a precision base plate. I probably should have rotated it, but all we can do is try again. I just clicked the die back into place because it will almost click right back into place. You find it and it just kind of sits in there. So I'm going to let it sit in there, and I'm going to try one more time. If it doesn't work, I haven't really lost anything because it wasn't cutting out anyway. Oh, that's very close, Stacy. Very close. Scooch, scooch, scooch. Okay. I love that sound. Okay, should I rotate it just to be sure? Worst case scenario, I double cut. No, I did not. I have found happiness. Wahoo! Could you see? And I could keep this piece, and I could put this against here, and I could get the little bits and pieces and put them back in so you could see the negative. Oh, yes, I could. Now I can put this here. And that there. So are we loving the blue? Or are we loving the purple? I think the purple is too close. I think I like the blue better. I don't know, that looks pretty good now that I'm looking at it in the camera. I have a little 2x2 viewfinder. I know lots of people have a whole computer system set up so they can see what they're doing. Yeah, not me. I don't know. Purple? blue. Do I have anything else in pink? Or I could have them both? I don't. That's a boo-hoo moment. Then I could have them both. Or blue. Oh, I'm going to go with the blue. The blue really makes it pop. Okay, and then I have the word find. And I have that blue. I'm not going to throw it away. Let's see if I can get that word find out of that little piece of blue that I have left. Little piece of blue that I have left. Let's just kind of, or maybe up here is more space. Nope, down here. Just kind of get it on there, kind of horseshoe it on. Oh, there we go. That fits perfect. Ha 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 ha. Can you see? Oh, I just moved it. But it just fits perfect. I'm not going to throw this piece away. I'm going to use it. That sheet was 75 cents. I'm going to get the most out of it. And I haven't used much of that sheet. I still have all of this left. But let's see if I can sandwich this down so it doesn't move. Let's see if I can send it on through and get it on out. And just to be on the safe side, since I'm not using a precision base plate, I still have more. I'm not getting rid of it. If I don't use it, the SMS girls will. Let's pop this on out. And look at, oh my gosh, this is gonna be so stinking cute. Okay, let's get my sticky dots. Let's get my happiness down. So if you ever have a time where your die doesn't cut all the way through, don't give up. Put the die back on, have it click into place, and give it another try. You just never know. I have one little pop out right there in my P. Hello there, thank you. Oh. There we go. Okay, let's line it back up. Thankfully, sticky dots give you the opportunity to try again. They will eventually set to permanent, but you absolutely have time. Oh, this is so pretty. I love this. This does make me so happy. It does. Let's see. That looks almost rectangle, maybe a little off the side. Little off over here, just to... Okay, let's put our happiness down. So I want to do find. Find happiness. All right, let's get our happiness on down. And it looks like you've been using foils or foil paper, only like 1/10 of the cost. And it's easy to use, it's easy to store. You only use as much as you need when you need it. Put this up here because I got plenty of dots right there. Put my find. find happiness. And then, ooh. Yes, please. I think I'm gonna mat it because I like things matted on the black. It just looks really nice. So I'm gonna line it on up, tape it on down, mat it on the black, and then put it on that beautiful blue. And that will be a happy card. All using inexpensive dies. My dies are, and the I Want It All, they're 10 bucks. They're $9.99. And what you get is so much in there. And if you only want one or two, that's great. Yay, I'm happy. And they're $13.99, which is still a remarkable price in today's market for dies. Come on. I can't get a good peel. There we go. There we go. Let's line this on up on the black. Just a little, just to make that separation from the blue. So this card was with a free embossing folder with my dies, and the paper we used, the foil we used, was vinyl. We didn't even use both sheets, the entirety of either one of the sheets. We still have plenty left of both of them. Amazing. And then last but not least, let's do that. Almost like I planned it, but I didn't. But it sure does look good. Okay. And then maybe we'll do one of the rose gold ones. And find a different word. And easy peasy mac and cheesy. So it doesn't have to be this embossing folder, it can be any embossing folder. But the idea is, look at how pretty. Look at how pretty. I love the faith, that's so elegant. Okay, so maybe with the rose gold, we'll play with the rose gold one. Let's put one of the rose golds. Yeah, rose gold. Yeah, okay, rose gold. Play with rose gold. And what color? Well, I think it has to be this. I just think it has to be that. And do we put that as the background? Or do we make the black the background? And what word do we want? So we've used faith, we've used happy. How about kindness? We have kindness matters. And I'm using the big one, but there is a separate kindness that is much smaller. So maybe do we do that in the black with the rose gold as the kindness? Let's try that and see what we get. So So let's pull the black. And that black has got that shine to it. I'm going to cut around it and kind of cut close because that leaves, you're like, trust me, you can get a lot still out of that. All the small words can be cut out of that. I'm not willing to waste. Even though it's an inexpensive, way to get a beautiful foiled mirror paper type of look, where you don't have to commit to too much except for the color that you want. Oh, I should do the kindness at the same time. So let's bring that over here and let's bring that over there and let's cut my kindness. I used yucky paper underneath that nobody needs to know about. It's our secret. And I'm just die cutting. So we started with the embossing folder and doing that several different ways, giving you several different looks. Should I rotate it just to be sure? Better safe than sorry. All right, let's see what we get. Well, that one popped out easy peasy. And my kindness. See, I would absolutely save this because you can put back in the negatives and make this a whole nother thing. Make this a whole nother something. So you're looking at zero waste. Absolutely, I would save that. Let's pop this out, see what I get. That just makes my heart happy. Right? That just makes my heart happy. Now, what do you think the chances are? It's not perfect. I didn't cut it perfect. I just want to see what the chances are of me being able to then get this one. So I'm going to put this one down. And then I'm going to open this one up. And I'm going to go in there. And can I get that little guy up? Up and over. Ha 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 ha. I'm just pulling the little pieces that we normally would throw away and over. Oh, back you go. Stop sticking to me. Come on. Maybe you don't have enough sticky on you. Stick, stick, stick. Up, up, up. So would all of you do this? I don't know. But I bet most of you would, just because it gives you a zero waste product. Okay, that one's down. Oh, the E. Is the E still in here? The E is still in there. Stick, stick, stick. And up. And my E. Ha, 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 ha. And my D is right there. Perfect. Perfect. And my D is right there. And my D is right here. Bwah, ha, 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 ha. I've put it back together again. So now you can use this piece too. Yes, absolutely. Uh-oh, my D just fell out. I need to put more sticky on my D. Don't stick to me. All right, so I've got my kindness. Now let's pull off my actual kindness to go on my black. We weren't supposed to do that second thing at all, but I was here, you were here, it was here. It's like, well, let's give it a whirl, shall we? Oh, I got it on my fingers. Stop sticking to me. So I've got some kindness there. And then let's see what kind of paper we want. That looks good. I feel like it needs a little bit of contrast, don't you? A little bit of something. Hello, paper. That's pretty. What do we think? Meh? Yeah? No? Maybe? Let's straighten you on out because you are absolutely crooked. And let's try. So it's all about making easy and simple. If I was doing this without teaching, these cards would be so fast because it's so easy to do the embossing, ink it up, and then cut your words and let it be. So I'm going to go 1, crooked, but that's okay. We're going for it. Take a little off the top. Okay, 1. Ooh, that looks good. Sorry, it just has to be done. If I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it. And sometimes the right matting can just make all the difference in the world. So I'm gonna triple mat this because I think it just makes all the difference. And the cardstock I'm using, I'm picking from the Sizzix Eclectic Pack. Oh, that's so pretty. And the Botanical Packs. That blue that I used earlier, oh my gosh, that's out of the Eclectic, and that's just yummy. Okay, 2, 1 last. And then I think we'll take this one. That guy, he's not sticking to me. Stick, stick, stick. I think we'll take that one and we'll mat that one too. Can you please stick? It's so small. See, he just, I can't, maybe towards the edge I can get a good, and use my finger to get it down. Oh, there we go. Now I got some stick in there. There we go. Okay, finish what you were doing, Stacy. And my last mat. And then add to card base. See, I think that looks really pretty with the 3. Hope you agree. And then let's get my kindness down. All those little sticky dots have transferred over. And it could be thank you for your kindness. We've got our faith. We've got our happiness, all using the simply defined words and the JEJE foil, or not, it's vinyl. It's amazing. And then I have this one. And I have this one. scissors, please. And what if I cut this really narrow? Really narrow. Almost like it's not there. And then what if I came in and I put this on that? Ooh, or maybe the light one. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Let's put this on that really narrow. So I used a 2D embossing folder to do all of these backgrounds, not even a 3D embossing folder. And then I used stays on or stays in place permanent ink. This one I didn't. This one I just used the JEJE foils. And then the JEJE foils to do all the words. And I'm even using the negative space. Super narrow mat. I just want a hint of color. Just a hint, just a pop. And then I can put this on there. And then this on there, and just layer it. And I didn't waste anything. I should have taped this down first. All right, well, we'll make it happen. So my words were inspired by Couture Creations and the first set of words that they did. I took them, I changed them up, made the words that I wanted to say kind of inspiring and thoughtful and things that people sometimes just need to hear. And kindness comes with, kindness is kindness matters. Thank you for your kindness. Sprinkle kindness everywhere. Kindness always wins. So I could add any of those to this. Just be, oh, you know what? Nope, I'm going to leave it. So we've got the negative. We've got the positive. We've got the positive. It just happens that we've got the positive of the embossing folder versus the negative of the embossing folder. We've got faith. We've got happiness. All using this, the JEJE foils, or Vinyls, they're vinyl. I have to get used to saying vinyl. Do I want to do one more, maybe a little subtle? How about trust? And I'm going to do the trust. Nope. I'm going to do the trust in the matte. So it's a little more subtle. And I think I'm going to pull the In God. And I'll cut those at the same time. And then I think out of my black, which I have, oh, I don't have very much left. What other color do I have besides black left? What color was my paper? So if I do these, and I do the trust, no, I think it needs to be in the black. Where's my other piece of black? Anybody seen it? No? Oh, here it is. Found it. Let's put these there because I'm going to do them. I think it needs to be in black, don't you? Or maybe that soft green? Do I have that soft green? I have it here. Did I do it? I don't know. But I'm going to do it now. I don't need a full piece. I'm just going to get a little piece. Got a few little bumpies in it. Zoop, write them out, just like that. Okay, now I've got some color to work with. So let's do my trust and hope it fits. That'd have been bad. Oh, it just does. Trust in God in my soft green, and my trust in God in my more matte type of gold. Just to finish, just to do one last one. And let's fit them. I think I can, no. Oh, it's very tight. Nope, I'm gonna run them separately. Better safe than sorry. All right. Send it on through and then we'll call it done for the day. Wait till you see the samples. But I've got so many lovely backgrounds. I just feel like I need to use them all. But then we'd be here a really long time. All right, so I'm going to use my trust in God in this light green. And send it on through. And back. You think we're okay? Nope. I'm going to send it on through again. I'm going to re-click it in, and I'm going to rotate it this time. Let's go this way, because I'm not using a precision base plate. And let's see if that's any better, and if not, then I'll rotate it one more time. I could grab my precision base plate, but let's see what happens. Ooh, it is not coming out. Let's try one more time, and then if I have to, I'll grab my precision base plate. It's starting to, but no, it's still stuck in there. All right, precision base plate, let's pull you out and bring you on over. I thought we'd get by without having to use it, but nope. Trust, maybe the paper's thicker, maybe that vinyl is a little thicker than the other vinyls. So now the precision base plate is going to take the place of my bottom cut plate. I'm going to take that right off. I'm going to add my precision base plate, which is meant for intricate dies, and well, this die is because of how it's scripty. I'm going to click it right back into place. What did I do with my end god? Anybody see where I put it? Me neither. All right, well, we'll see if I can locate it. Oh, that's much tighter. I'm pretty sure that cut. Oh yeah. So that was the precision base plate. Oh, that's so pretty, so soft and serene. But now I got to get my end god out. I don't know where I put the die. All right, well, let's see if I can grab another one. Trust, trust, trust. Trust that I'll find it. I suppose I could use my... Okay, so let's grab my end god from here. Let's see if I can locate my other one. Line it back up. Where could I have put it? How could I put that there just to be on the safe spot? I'm going to recut this one too, just to make sure. Send it straight on through. Boy, if you saw my desk before we started, if you follow us on Facebook, I always show my desk before we start. It doesn't look like that now. Yeah, that cut out just fine. All right, let's pop it out. And line them up. So I have trust in God. Let's grab some sticky dots and get them down before I lose them. I think that trust is so pretty on that green. It's so serene. much you want to make a bet? I'm going to find it on my, on my gotcha tool. How much you want to make a bet? I put it there for safekeeping and now I can't see it. And just lay it down. And bam. Now let's do our In God. And then let's put it on one of our backgrounds. That one's very pretty. I think that's the winner right there. That's so pretty. Okay, let's get it down, mat it, and we'll call it done, and I'll show you samples. Thanks for hanging with me while I did this. But I have so many beautiful backgrounds, I hate not to do something with them. And I love this soft gold. It's not shiny, and paired with that beautiful serene green, it just is beautiful. So trust. I'm not going to cement it down because I want to get my In God placement. I think that's good. And then let's bring over my paper and see what we can find. Ooh. I don't even have to look very hard. This one was just poking right out. Yeah, that'll do. Look at how good that embossing folder looks with that music paper from Hunky Dory. Ooh. Gosh, this might be my favorite one. You would do a better job taping down than I am. The girls always get my samples downstairs and have to retape everything. Like, sorry. Wow, that's like perfect. Oh, I love it. And it's very calming. It's so pretty and so elegant. Such a contrast from our Find Happiness, happy, 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 versus our Faith, versus our Kindness, two ways, the negative and the positive. So if you recall, we started way back when making all of these different backgrounds using one embossing folder, using the vinyl on yucky paper, using the positive and the negative so that you can change the look. And then we started cutting out the beautiful words and finishing those off. And these are what I did. Wait till you see what the girls have made. And I didn't even finish them. I did the trust in God. I need to finish the rest of them with the finishing the sentiments. I did with find happiness too. So, tons that we did today. Tons that we did. Oh, I didn't. Oh, I found it! Was I supposed to do this one? Oh my gosh. Okay. Move along. Just move along, Stacy. Oh my gosh. I got little pieces of everything everywhere. Okay. So, the dies are sold individually or as an I Want It All. It's $59.99. Gets you everything. There's oodles in there. There's 2 of each word. So there's a big hope, a small hope. There's a big faith and a small faith. A big miracle and a small miracles. A big trust and a small trust. A big happiness and a small happiness. A big kindness and a small kindness, and a big hope and a small hope. Then all with background so you can shadow, and then tons of words to add a finishing sentiment. If you love just one, it's $13.99. My dies are limited. When they're sold out, they're sold out, and we don't remanufacture them. So we only have them for while we have them. And if you do the I Want It All, we're going to include the free embossing folder, the Sizzix embossing folder that released in the United Kingdom, gosh, many years ago, but I got it for such a deal that I couldn't help but not give it to you. I just think it tied everything together today by having a beautiful way to make different backgrounds using the same embossing folder, having different results, and then using the words to finish them off. Absolutely love it. So that's what's on sale. I showed you the storyboards in the beginning. So 2 faiths, both sizes, 2 miracles, both sizes, 2 trusts, 2 happinesses, 2 kindness, and 2 hopes with all the extra words. Then I have the JEJE vinyl, and there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. So 14 colors in an I Want It All, and that's $19.99, or they're $1.50, and there's 2 sheets in every one. You're not just getting a single sheet of this, you're getting 2 for $1.50. And then I have the other I Want It All, where you have the black, the white, the matte gold, and the matte silver, and that's also on its own separate I Want It All, and I think the price is like $6. Is it $6? Yeah, I think the price is $6 on this one. The open stock is just $1.50. I can't do any better than that. I have some hunky-dory paper. I didn't even use this one today. The poppies, oh, I should have used it. I've got the duos that have the music notes and the florals. I have the duos that are in that beautiful rose gold back sides and front sides. And then to go with the poppies, this is vellum. It's printed vellum. It's stunning. Again, I have very limited of any of these, and I really should have used the poppies because it's probably, it's really beautiful, but you just have to take my word for it. Oh, and then I guess we'll have to do the stays on. We'll do the stays on because you're going to need that. Yes, you're going to need that. Okay, I think that's it for what's on sale. Let's show samples. So I'm going to start with Claire. And we've got, I showed you the miracle one already. Beautiful, isn't it? And then I have a bookmark that says, trust you are enough. There's the small trust. and it comes with the "You Are Enough." And then at the very bottom, she put a little charm on it that says, hello charm, that says, "You can do it." So the little charm says "You can do it," and it says, "Trust you are enough." And that's the small size trust as opposed to the big. So you have both sizes in each set. Here we have faith and let go. Pretty. Trust you are enough. Kindness matters. Happiness comes from within. Hope you have a wonderful day. This is Claire. And then let's go to Elena. Elena used dies from past gone by. So believe in miracles. This is an older kaleidoscope, simply to find kaleidoscope die. This is an older kaleidoscope die. Let go and have faith. Oh, I lost the 2. There's a 2 somewhere. Hold on to hope. I can't find her word. Somewhere there's a 2. Hold on to hope. Again, this is an older die of mine. Kindness matters. This is an older, well, it's not that old, a stamp set of mine that had a die to go with it. Trust in God. Oh, this is gorgeous. Holy smokes, artichokes. That's stunning. And enjoy your happiness. And that's also one of my older dies. Well done, Elena. Then we have Belinda. And I showed you this one. I just was knocked dead, dropped down, gorgeous. I loved this one. So hope. And then we've got miracle. And she took the S off. And then another hope. So pretty and simple and easy. And then faith. She just kept them simple. Did she put, no, okay, I just want to make sure. She just kept them easy peasy. It doesn't have to be any more. And then we have Doris. Wishing you happiness always. Beautiful. Miracles happen every day. She didn't tell me to look inside. Hold on to hope. Happiness comes from within. Trust yourself. Yep, the yourself comes with it. With faith, all things are possible. Sprinkle kindness everywhere. This is Doris. Then I have a layout from Elena for the little one. So you've got Miracle right there. Such a cute layout, right? Darling. This is Elena. for a newborn baby. And then from Claire. So I'm supposed to say hello to Rosary Artura. And that Claire promises to try and make more layouts. Apparently, Rosary has like 16 grandkids that she does layouts for. So happiness is knowing you down at the bottom. So we have happiness at the top. Then your image is knowing you, and there's your layout. Ooh, pretty, right? Simple. They're great for scrapbooks because you've got the title right at the top. And then whatever else you want to say. All right, you guys. Whoo-wee. It wasn't hard, but I had fun, and I didn't stop I probably should have stopped earlier, but I was having a good time. And really, I mean, there is a fast forward button, I suppose. I told you, unedited, unscripted, no voiceovers, no dubbing, no fixing, no changing. It is what it is, and we go until I decide I'm done. And well, I was very happy with I actually think, now that I'm looking at them, I actually think that this might be my favorite out of all of them. The last one. Trust in God came out beautiful. Okay, you guys, so Simply Defined is a brand that's manufactured by me, Scrapbooking Made Simple. Stacy, hello. You're only going to find them here. They're not available anyplace else. They're exclusive to Scrapbooking Made Simple. So you have to shop with us for those. I'm not so sure about the JEJE vinyl peel-offs. We carry the full range of color and we have them on sale, but you may be able to find them in a local mom and pop retailer. Absolutely. We love them. They're wonderful people. They send me chocolate. They do. They send me chocolate. Yay. In my boxes. So we have that. The Hunky Dory is absolutely limited. So if you love it, get it. And if not, don't worry about it. There's always more Hunky Dory coming around. And I just want to say thank you very much for spending this time with me. I so enjoy it. It is my therapy. It is my decompress time. It is my time to spend with my friends, you. And until Monday, I hope you get crafty. I hope you pull out some embossing folders and start to play with the back sides of them and see what you get. All right, you guys, it's me, Stacy, Scrapbooking Made Simple, scrapbookingmadesimple.com. I will see you Monday, 5 p.m. sunny California time, 7 p.m. Central, 8 p.m. Eastern for our next Make It Monday event, where I think I have 2 bundles for you. But each bundle is $9.99. Until then, you guys, bye.